serious eye contact on semen retention. I mean, your eye contact, eventually you're gonna feel it all in your eyes. You're just gonna feel like a lot of like energy in your eyes. You're gonna feel the like the strongness, you know, from just retaining your sexual energy. You're gonna feel that energy in your eyes. You're gonna have very, very strong eye contact. I'm telling you, this is the truth, guys. You know, when I first got on this journey, man, last year, man, the eye contact was crazy. It still is crazy. But you're going to realize that semen retention is really working on your eyes. You know, I remember when I was releasing, and you're going to notice this too. If you like on semen retention and then you start releasing, your eyes going to get dry. You're going to notice that. I'm telling you. But once you get on semen retention, you continue to keep retaining for, you know, weeks and months, your eye contact is going to get much stronger. Your eyes going to get more moist. You know, you're going to feel the energy like in your eyes, bro. You're going to just have very, very strong eye contact. Like, you know, a lot of people, they're going to be like intimidated by your eye contact. Well, because you're going to be looking dead in their eyes. Or you might be like, let's say if you in line at the store and a woman, she turns around and look back at you. When you look at her, you know, she might turn her head real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy is just, you have very, very strong eye contact and it intimidated her. She's probably not retaining her sexual energy at all. She's probably releasing. So she can't take your eye contact at all because she's not retaining her sexual energy. But a woman that is retaining her sexual energy, she can look at you dead in your eyes. And you can look back at her in her eyes. And, you know, y'all be either smiling at each other or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But a woman that's not retaining, she can't do that. Or a guy that's not retaining, he can't do that. Like when you having a manly, masculine conversation with a guy, you know, you'll be looking at him dead in his eyes. You'll notice when you having that conversation with him, he'll turn his eyes. You know, every couple of seconds, he'll turn his eyes this way, that way. Or he'll look down, or he'll look up. You know, why he kind of talking to you. He can't keep eye contact. But once you get on semen retention, you can keep eye contact. You have very, very strong eye contact. You know, when you look at somebody, they gonna know that you're serious, that you mean business, that you're not playing on semen retention. This is true, guys. Your eye contact gonna be outstanding. I mean, you're gonna feel it. Like, semen retention work on so many different parts, you know, in your body. You know, like I said, when I first got on semen retention, I noticed my energy went up. After my energy went up, you know, I started putting a lot of work. And then I realized that it started working on my eyes. My eyes got more moist. You know, my eyes was like alive. I was alive inside. You know, because the eyes is the window to the soul. You know, I wasn't soulless no more. Once I started retaining, and semen retention started to work on my eyes. My eye contact, man, is serious. You know, I can look at a woman dead in her eyes when I'm talking to her and don't look away. I can do that. You know, you can too. You're going to notice it, guys. I'm telling you. Semen retention, it work on different things, different parts in your body. You know, you might work on your focus, then your consistency, then your energy, then your eye contact. It work on so many different parts of your body. I'm like, wow, man, this is crazy. Why my eyes feel so strong? Well, you know, why I feel, you know, why I got serious eye contact. You know, why I feel so much energy like in my eyes. You know, because you retaining that sexual energy, man. And it's just working on your eyes. You know, you're going to intimidate a lot of people on semen retention. Because believe it or not, the majority of the world is not retaining. They're not on semen retention. They're releasing, they're fapping. You know, men and women watching, you know, those videos fapping. Men and women having sexual intercourse, releasing that semen. So the majority of the world is not retaining. They're not on semen retention. They don't know much about semen retention. I'm telling you, the majority of the world don't even know about semen retention. Only a small group knows about semen retention of people. I'm trying to expand this, man. Y'all tell people about my channel, man. But you're gonna have strong eye contact. You need strong eye contact, especially in the business world. When you're filling out that application, and then they tell you, the manager tell you to come for that sit down. When you have that face-to-face interview to get that job, strong eye contact is going to work. It'll manipulate, that manager in a good way to help you and to help that manager, because you're going to be serious and you're going to have the energy to do what you need to do. You're going to be probably the best worker there because you're going to have a lot of energy and stuff like that. So it basically just, put you in a better position. It makes people take you more seriously when you have strong eye contact. When you look at a person dead in the eyes when you're talking to them, they take you more seriously. But guys, man, your eye contact, it can, like I said, intimidate a lot of people. And only a few people can like give you back that strong eye contact. Like if a person that's retaining, they can give you back that strong eye contact, like you giving them strong eye contact, because y'all on this spiritual journey together, and it's a spiritual connection there. That's why they can hold that eye contact with you. But a person that's not retaining, they gonna look at you like this and look away, or they gonna glance and look away. Or they gonna turn their head real fast. You know what I'm saying? They gonna turn their head real fast because they can't take the eye contact. Your eye contact becomes strong. Now, you definitely don't want to scare people or try to run people away with strong eye contact. So, guys, make sure you have the right mindset. When you having this strong eye contact, have a positive mindset. Don't be trying to intimidate people, scare people away with your eye contact. That's, bad intentions. That means your intentions is bad. You got wrong motives. So, you know what I'm saying? Just use it when you're supposed to use it. Use it when it's helpful. Use it when you need, like I said, job interviews, strong eye contact. You definitely need strong eye contact for that manager to take you serious. What else do you need? You need strong eye contact when you're just, dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. Talking to people, letting people know that what you're saying is serious. Letting people know that you mean business, that you're not playing, that you don't have time to play no games, man. You mean business. But yeah, man. And also too, you could use strong, eye contact when people they're think that they're trying to intimidate you, but really, and I'm not saying that you should do this to try to intimidate people, but to try to get that bad energy away, to scare away them demons. You can use your strong eye contact to keep them away, because, you're more serious when you're on semen retention. I noticed that. You're more serious. You're more masculine. You're not being goofy, playing around. You're not like that no more. You're not, you're just not like that no more. When you're on semen retention, man. You're not goofing off. You're not no goofball. You're not a clown no more. You become more masculine. Walking straight, walking masculine. That strong eye contact, man, definitely gonna help you in many different situations, especially when it's time to get a job. Man, you're gonna get that job, I'm telling you, with that strong eye contact. And plus, you on semen retention, so your manifestation is much stronger. Whatever you think about getting, a lot of times it's gonna materialize right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? When it's supposed to. But guys, man, I'm trying to tell you, your eye contact is going to be much stronger on semen retention. Man, a lot of you guys, man, you just keep retaining. Oh yeah, guys, I just remembered, man. I got this story to tell y'all. It just kind of popped up in my head. It was this guy when I was in a fast food restaurant. I was standing in line by the order. He was in front of me. So he was about to order his food, but before he ordered his food, he kind of turned around a little bit and kind of mean mugged me. But when he kind of looked at me, as soon as he turned around slowly and looked at me, when he seen me looking at him dead in his eyes, he rolled his eyes like a girl. You know why? Because he couldn't even take the eye contact that I was going to give him, because he knew that I was stronger than him, mentally and physically, because I'm on semen retention. So I scared him away. See, he was on demon time. He had a demonic mindset, because who's going to turn around and you about to order? Who's going to turn around right before they order and look at another man and roll his eyes at another man and mean mug him? Who does that? What man does that? He was low vibrational. He was not high vibrational. He was weak. See, he was relapsing. See, this is what happens. See, when you retain your sexual energy, I kept masculine frame. You know, when he looked at me and rolled his eyes, you know, I had looked at him. And then he turned around. You know, I scared him away. And then after that, he ordered his food or whatever. And then he kind of walked up out of there kind of fast when he got his food. Scared him off. Because of semen retention. Semen retention would scare them demons away. I scared him away. And he was a black guy. And you know, it's sad that black men do this. But black men that's on semen retention, that's retaining, they'll scare those demons away. Those black men that's constantly relapsing. They can't, a lot of them can't keep eye contact with you. A guy that's relapsing, bro, he can't keep eye contact with you like that. But you can, because you want semen retention. Because you at a high vibration. He's at a lower vibration. He's weak in the eyes. You're strong in the eyes when you want semen retention. This is the truth. So you'll scare that demonic energy away. I had more light in my eyes. That's why. He didn't have no light in his eyes. He was weak. He was a weak man. No real man roll their eyes at another man. That's feminine energy. That's how I know that he wasn't retaining his sexual energy. But I was. I kept strong eye contact. You know, I looked at him dead in his eyes, guys. I did. And he rolled his eyes and turned around like a girl. I mean, this is it's just the truth. No, a real masculine man that's on semen retention, he's not gonna do that. You know, if he got a problem with a guy, he's gonna address the issue right then and there. If he has a real problem, but he couldn't even address the issue. He didn't even know what the problem, but I knew what was the problem. Why he rolled his eyes at me. And I didn't even know this guy, because I was high vibrational to him. It was because I was more masculine to him. He felt my testosterone. He felt my aura field. He felt my energy. See, his energy was low. He got intimidated. Me just standing behind him intimidated him. I ain't say nothing to him or did anything to him. He just turned around and rolled his eyes like a girl. Couldn't even look at me in the eyes. Weak men. A weak man. But guys, man, I'm telling you, this is the truth, man. You're going to have a very, very strong eye contact. You're going to be able to, you know, scare away them demons. They ain't going to want to deal with you. They're not going to want to, you know, touch you or disrespect you. You in masculine frame. You real masculine energy that they don't want to play with. They're not going to want to play with your energy. You know, those demons. You high vibrational. You very, very high vibrational. Low vibrational people ain't gonna want to play with you. They're not gonna even want to be around you, because they're gonna be jealous of you. But yeah, man, guys, man, semen retention gonna change your life, man. You know, eye contact, your eye contact gonna be strong. You just gotta stay on this journey and experience the different changes in the body. You gonna notice, guys. You gonna notice it. Man, I hope you guys got somebody this video, man. Keep retaining, man. It's cool, man.